So, me and the wife finished Grimm, the TV series, and I want to talk about it a little bit before the stream's over. But before I talk about Grimm, I want to talk about this new show we started. It's called Blacklist, and it's on Netflix. And basically, the pilot episode... Fuck, I gotta fight Catalina now. Hold on. Let me clean this up real quick. Woo! Yoink. Bom, bom, bom. Skill issue. Get cornered. Bosses take a lot more damage when it breaks, so take advantage of the brief window of opportunity as soon as you can. With LB and RB? The fuck? The Gauge fills up with it. I was gonna go ahead and do the command because I don't know what the fuck it's on. It was like use right trigger and B, and I'm like, that's why I'm pressing, big dog. I like the little ornament on her chest. The little bird thing with like the gem. Big fan of large ornaments on characters, not gonna lie. Also, asymmetrical design goes hard. Strange rumors. Yeah, so anywho, Blacklist is like, it's a TV show, right? And what they're trying to get you to possibly feel right now is that, well, anyways, there's this big old criminal, the concierge of criminal activity, right? And FBI wants him. Everybody wants him. CIA, CSI, AGU, Alphabet Mafia, all of it, right? And he winds up just going to like a police station and like turning himself in. And then when like some big dog gets there, he's like, the criminal's all cocky. He's all like, you need this guy. And they're like, nah, this guy's dead, you dumbass. And he's like, actually, shitwad, think again. I just flew him in on a plane. He's using this alias, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, nah, you full of shit. So they double checked it. And of course, this guy actually did show up because, hey, we wouldn't have a plot otherwise, right? So this other criminal from this other criminal is friends, kind of, but not really, with this one criminal that is the main character now. And the main character, the criminal, is like, hey, fucking FBI arrogant guy, I'm not gonna do anything for you unless you let me talk to this one specific girl who just started this job today, and she's a profiler. And the dude's like, I bet. Well, and it cuts over to this girl, right? And hold on. Cuts over to this girl, and she's like in her house, like waking up late because her like power went out, I'm guessing, because the alarm clock was just flashing on fucking 12, which sucks. And then her husband's like, oh, I gotta go do this like trip. Should I go to the zoo or to this place, bro? And she's like, I don't know, whatever makes you happy, make a decision. And then she's like, I love you so much. This job won't get in the way of our family. I promise you, no matter what happens, I'm gonna prioritize our family. And like they had like an appointment to like adopt a child later. So for some reason they couldn't have children together. So they were gonna adopt a child. This is plot relevant, by the way. So then he's like, all right, bet, just don't be late to our appointment. She's like, all right, cool. Well, they go outside because they're all like running late and shit. And all of a sudden there's like a chopper that shows up and a bunch of fucking SWAT vans. And they're like, are you so-and-so whammon? And she's like, that's me. Uh-oh. And then they pull her into an office and they're like, all right, you must be a criminal because he asked for you. Profile yourself. And she like basically proves herself that she's like capable or whatever, right? And then she goes to talk to the criminal, and the criminal's like, I've been waiting for you. Creepy ass motherfucker, right? And then she's like, that's fucking weird. She gets some information from him for like a trade, basically, by telling him about herself. And he's like, all right, cool. This is what's going to happen. This dude that I flew in, he's going to steal this one like military personnel's daughter, right? And then he's going to kill the daughter to like kill him. And so shit happens, and then she gets the daughter, and the other FBI people go with her, and they get totally fucking, like, beat up by the bad guys, bro. And then, and then the bad guys, quote unquote, bad guys steal the daughter, right? They totally got the daughter now, and she's still alive because plot reasons, and then she's like working really hard to figure everything out. She's had a long day though. She needs to go home and rest her head because ouchies, she got her ass fucking kicked. And then she gets home And the bad guy that they've been looking for is at her. Oh, by the way, I forgot. She gets home and happy news. There's a chair. It's a girl. They get the adoption. Like it's all good to go. Woo! Because she had to miss the adoption thing. So she's talking to her husband, and her husband's all like not saying fuck all, right? So you know something's kind of off. He like spins the corner and he's like tied to the chair, like beat up. And this criminal dude that they've been looking for is in her fucking house. And he's like, hey bitch, how did you know about this shit? How did you know about these things? And he's like grilling her, right? And she's having a hard time answering him. She's looking at her husband. She's like touching him like, I love you so much. Look at me. It's gonna be okay. We got this. I love you. We're gonna get, and then he fucking, this criminal stabs her husband in the stomach, right? Just right in the stomach. And she's like, oh my God! And the criminal is like, oh, you're gonna have to decide one person or the world, cause I've got a bomb. And it's like a plague bomb. Hey buddy. You're doing the baby thing again? Did you know that you're 4 years old? I don't speak that. I love you. Good night.
No, your mom don't.
Okay. So anyways, the dude's like, I got a bomb. You're gonna have to decide between saving him and saving the world. Ha ha ha! And he like runs off. And she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna save him because plot reasons, right? Because we got to make sure this pilot episode lasts a whole episode length. And I love my husband. I'm gonna prioritize that over the world, kind of thing. Word. Okay. So, anyways, her husband gets hospitalized. She comes all angry at the original criminal that shows up and is like, and she's all like, hey, he fucking knew where I lived. What happened? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, did you find out anything about your husband? And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I don't know. And then she's like, all right, well, where is this guy? We gotta catch him. It's some bullshit, you know, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, long story short, they wind up finding him through a lot of shenanigans. They basically give the first criminal a bunch of freedom to make shit happen. Shit happens. They track down the second criminal. They get the bomb. The world is saved. All that's fun. End of the episode. Main character female goes back to her house. She's trying to get the blood out the carpets and says, fuck this, I'm going to pull the carpets up. Notices some of her floorboards are a little weird. Pulls it up. There's a container. Ooh, what's in the container? Isn't it obvious? It's something from your husband. Oh, opens it. Oh, shit. He's got a bunch of passports and money and a gun. Who was my husband? And that was kind of like, you know, the end. But there's like this whole like, oh, your dad was a criminal thing, girl, and the new criminal's like, you got to get in touch with yourself, blah, blah, blah. Think like a criminal to figure this shit out. Then he's also like clearly trying to like, oh, I was a bad criminal for the last 20 years to get dirt on all these people you guys don't know about. Whatever. The whole thing is like trying to be like super extra conspiracy, really big brained stuff, but I can already tell the writing's going to be, they're going to have a lot of plot holes and drop a lot of quest threads, things. It doesn't matter, though, because I'm going to watch the whole fucking thing, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it while I'm shitting on it, because that's how I do. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Grimm, on the other hand. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Very mixed feelings on that one.